What happens when two X-Men teams, each with different ideals, clash in a high-stakes mission? Cyclops' squad and Rogue's team both think they're doing the right thing, but only one can prevail. In this video, we break down the intense events leading up to the raid on Graymalkin, the shocking battle itself, and the emotional fallout that tore the X-Men apart. Who was right? Who was wrong? And what does this mean for the future of the mutant world? Uncanny X-Men issue 7 kicks off an hour before the planned assault on the prison, with Rogue and Cyclops locked in a heated phone argument. Cyclops pleads with Rogue to stay away from the prison during his attack, fearing that her presence will escalate the situation into an all-out war. Rogue refuses to back down. Two of her teammates have been captured, and she isn't about to sit on the sidelines just because Cyclops hesitated to take action when it mattered most. Determined, Rogue instructs Gambit to gather the team. When asked how they'll reach Graymalkin prison, Gambit suggests using the Eye of Agamotto. Without hesitation, he activates the artifact, transporting Rogue's squad, which includes Gambit, Nightcrawler, Jitter, Wolverine, Ransom, and Deathdream, near the gates of their destination. Inside the prison, Jubilee warns Ellis not to hurt Hank again, but takes a brutal beating for her forceful words. Elsewhere, Scott and Kid Omega meticulously go over their strategy while Magic readies herself to teleport them inside the facility. Meanwhile, Calico is released, thanks to her mother's wealth and political sway as documented in the previous issue. Scott's team makes their move, teleporting into the prison just as Juggernaut assures Scott that he's fully prepared to tear through the walls. As Calico walks away from the facility, she wrestles with guilt over leaving Beast and Jubilee behind. In a moment of resolve, she summons her fiery steed and turns back, ready to storm the prison and free her friends. Rogue's team is still figuring out how to break in when Calico and her blazing horse burst straight through the prison walls. Jubilee manages to pick the lock on her power-dampening anklet using a stolen commissary fork, then sneaks through the prison halls in search of Beast. Using his telepathic abilities, Kid Omega attempts to locate Beast but is hit with a gut-wrenching realization. Something terrible has happened to him. At the same time, Psylocke senses that the mutants imprisoned here have been twisted into something monstrous. Before she can explain, Blob comes crashing through the walls, charging straight at Scott.